Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampingwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So if this is one of your first times joining me, welcome. I'm so glad that you have found me. And also, if you are returning, I do so appreciate you coming back each and every time or watching on a replay. Remember that if you are joining through Facebook, make sure that you give StreamYard permission during the live presentation. That way I know who I'm talking to. In any event, this is Saturday. It is my card sketch. I usually do my card sketch challenges on a Saturday or on a Sunday, depending on what's going on in the week. And that's what's going to happen next week is actually I won't be doing my card sketch until the Sunday because of a BOGO event. Good morning. So in any event, this is card sketch number 147. I have started, I think I've got up to about 40 in my Facebook group down below, the link to the Facebook group where I've got up to 40, I think, of the card sketches on there. It's a long, tedious process for me to get them put into the albums, but I am trying desperately in order to do that. It's really beneficial to be a part of that group because a lot of times you get your different templates. Of course, you get your techniques, all that sort of stuff. But weekends, I love weekends. And it's so much fun to get going on doing our card sketch. You know, it's funny when I do a card sketch, I came down this morning and I said, okay, I am thinking, what am I going to do for my card sketch? And I had something totally different in mind. And then I started looking because I'm getting ready for my BOGO event this coming Saturday. So if you live in Canada, make sure you join our BOGO event. But I was going through my designer series paper and I found a designer series paper I haven't used yet. And probably I haven't used it because I don't have the rest of the stamp set that goes with it. So I'm going to show you this designer series paper is the Ready to Ride designer series paper. And it's obviously it goes along with the motorcycle and the whole suite. This suite, I mean, this embossing folder I have shown on another type of a card, but this designer series paper, let me show you this paper. And I decided I'm going to use it today because some people that got involved with my paper shares got these as well. And are probably going, what am I going to do with that? Well, I tell you, I think this one's so much fun, the checkerboard and of course the nuts. But you know what? If you just look at that, you might think of something else. I could think of even animal prints or something like this. This, of course, is tire treads. This goes along with that embossing folder and the wrenches. And then this. Check this out. Oh, my goodness. It's just gorgeous. I'll show you the other side. I never got this suite. I probably would have had our catalog go for longer than the 4 months, but I thought, you know, I've got the designer series paper. Let's use it. Let's make some cards. So we're going to be using this designer series paper. Like I say, very, very simple design. So I'm hoping that I can show you and let you be inspired by this design to use this designer series paper. All right, so I've got my stuff here and I'll just go and bring my stuff in. Just this like this. I've got all my paper packs here and I thought, you know what, I really like to show you things that are retiring. This polished pink is a color that's going out. The same with the evening evergreen, soft succulent, pale papaya, and fresh freesia. We don't know if any of those are coming back because we're doing a color refresh this year. So color refreshes are always exciting, but they also add a bit of a stress. I know I'm a little stressed out about it just because I don't know what kind of paper to order. And I'm trying to keep my ordering limited as well. All right, so I went and I cut, or I just grabbed this actually from my drawer. It's 4 1/4 by 11 and it's scored at 5 1/2. And let's go ahead. Let's put it into the mountain. And I'll just come in with my bone folder. And then basically, I can just put this layer on. Now this happens to be, like it says right in here, is 4 by 5 1/4. And what I've done is, oh, I remember one thing. I forgot to post this. So this will be going live about 10:45 this morning. But I ran this through an embossing folder, but honestly, it's not needed. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not going to put that on yet because I'm thinking that I might add something at the end with it. This piece here is 2 1/4 by 3 and 4 3/4, I mean. And this I have run through with these embossing folders. These are part of the online exclusives. They have these, it's called Basics 3D embossing folders, and they have dots, this really neat thing. But I like this thatched. I really think it's a very, very versatile. So like I say, I'm going to be using that as well. I have here, this layer happens to be 1 by 4 inch. And then this image here, or this rectangle here, this measures 1 7/8 by 3 1/4. However, I wrote on here image or, and that's where I'm actually going to go to, as I'm going to go and I'm going to use an image. And yes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fussy cut this as well. So let's go ahead and get some of that done. This I can go ahead and put on here right away. And I'm going to use the emboss side, not the deboss side. I'm just going to put that right about there. And then I want this to be a thank you card. So I have this strip, and I'm actually, when I go to put this down on here, I'm going to have the thanks go over here because I'll have the image over there. So because it's black, I'm going to have to emboss, like, you know, I would emboss anyways. So I just use the embossing folder. Or buddy, I am using the thanks from the hand pen suite. This one actually just sort of sits out onto my desktop here because I use it so often. So I'm just going to go down. Let's just stamp that there. And then I'm going to use silver embossing powder on here, just because I kind of think it goes along with everything else. All right. And then we can go ahead and heat set that. Now I've already gone ahead and done that on a sheet, and that's going to go about there. But I'm going to hold off on that for now because I want to see how this image is going to work itself. So like I say, that's how we're kind of getting this. So we're using polished pink, basic black, and smoky slate there. Let's go in here and let's bring our paper snips. Now, honestly, sometimes if you don't like paper fussy cutting and that sort of stuff, because there isn't a die for this, the thing I would strongly suggest is you get yourself a pair of good paper snips or scissors. If you don't, you'll find you'll have a few more issues with it. Sometimes they're not pointed at the end, that sort of stuff. And our paper snips are amazing. So I strongly suggest that you look at the option of that. So I'm just going to go in, and of course I like to leave a bit of a border around it because if you try to go right up to the image, that's when you're going to see imperfections. And it's better, like our dies always cut out around the edges like this, so why not use that? Let's just go like that. And we'll just go with this. And it really doesn't take long. Remember to move the paper, not your scissors. So we're just going to go in there. Remember to say good morning so that I know who's on here. You see Betty's here, Kay's here. Don't see the two from Facebook just because obviously there's no permission to StreamYard. If you went through my Facebook group, you would definitely, it would give your name on there. So that would, or my Facebook page. All right. So I thought, geez, that looks really kind of nice, but let's kind of tie this color in. So I brought in my polished pink stamping blends, and I'm just going to go color these. They're not roses. I'm not sure exactly what flowers they are, but I'm coloring with my blends, and I'm not doing any shading on it because the black that is on there, and it's kind of like an embossed black, is kind of gives that kind of definition on there as well. And don't forget to enter into these sketch challenges. By entering into the sketch challenge, you could qualify for a stamp set. If you live in Canada, if you live outside of Canada, basically I can give you a tutorial on there as well. You know what, I'm going to come in and I'm going to see if this makes any kind of a difference on here. You know what, you don't really see the shadowing or the shading on here. But we'll just leave that like that. And then I did try some different greens, and I found that the best green that I have here, hello, is Jan on here. Oh, hello, Jan. It's funny. I see some of you people that come on, and you're part of our mega international stamp camp, and that's lots of fun. Our next one is actually July the 17th. We don't, oh no, the 7th. Not sure what we're doing for that. We won't know until after the 29th of March when we get to see our new catalog. Great deal, even if you are a demonstrator, because you do get a membership of a Facebook group. Plus, you also get 13 make and takes, and you get 13 exclusives, and be a part of that Facebook group that goes on forever and ever and ever. All right, so I've got that there. And see, that's just a tiny bit different. Hello, Sharon. Having your lunch. You're back in Ontario. Okay, I think it's Ontario that, Lila, you're there, or are you in Manitoba? I'm not sure. In any event, this is going to go on here. We're going to put that up. This is going to go on here like this. And this is what's giving me this look there. Now, I thought to myself, what would be best? We want to put some kind of, we're going to put embellishments on here, of course. But I was thinking ribbon would be really good to put on here. So I have this gray granite smoky ribbon. And then I also have this polished pink. This polished pink ribbon is retiring. And I would imagine this designer series paper is retiring as well. So what I thought I could do, and this will be okay. I'm going to put this on here right now with the dimensionals. And it's black going on black. So I'm using my black dimensionals. Yes, Jan, the stamp camp is really amazing. Like I say, we always try to tweak it a little bit. Some of them got a little too involved. We're hoping that, what color did I use for the leaves? I am sorry. I used shaded spruce, actually. So when you go to make a card like this, I strongly suggest, because the purpose of me going on to make card sketches is that you use a different product than what I've used already. Because I really like to see and create and promote your creativity. All right. So I thought to myself, do I want to put like a ribbon around here, or do I want to do a bow? I even tried coloring this, and let's go on here and we can color this ribbon. I'm going to do it onto here. I'll see what that looks like. This is the dark. I had done it first of all with the light. And that gives a sheen to it. Let me see how that looks. That, or I could use the polished pink, but I just thought it would be kind of neat to use something that is not, oh, that's not long enough. let's give that a try anyways. Ah, no, that's great. Letting me know there, Betty, what I've got. Okay, let's go ahead and do this into a bow. We'll see how that looks. It may not look very good. I wish we had black ribbon is really what I wish we had. But we don't have black ribbon anymore. We have a gingham, but that doesn't necessarily, it does not go with this at all. Okay, let's see. You know what? I don't like that like that. So let's fix that. Let's go ahead. You know what? I could have put it around here. Let's do that. And then I can do kind of a, no, you know what? I'm going to try. I tell you, that's what I get to do is change this up. Anyways, getting back, if you, I'm busy taking pictures for our BOGO event. That's where you buy one, get one free. And lots of stuff being added. I know we have 4 albums in there already, but honestly, all the retired stuff will be added on there as well. Yeah, see, that'll look good. If I go like this, if I pop that up, what I can do is kind of just put this down under here is how I'm going to kind of do it. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so let's go ahead and put some more dimensionals on there. Creating on the fly. Betty, that's the only way I know how to create. I used to be intimidated when somebody would say, oh, just do this. And that's fine, but I kind of have to have a bit of a thought process. I took this, I cut, and then I went and, no, we're going to have this go this way. And I'm thinking to myself that I'd like to have this put underneath here, or maybe on top. Let's move this up just a bit. If I put it underneath there, it's going to kind of pop out. No, it's not going to work. I'm going to have to put it on top. So I'm going to come in with my glue dots. Now I could have put ribbon all the way around there, but I wasn't sure how that was going to work. So let's just try this. There we go. I wish we had the polished pink gems. The ones that were with the in colors were not quite bright enough. I might have some left, but I don't think they're bright enough. They were these ones here. Let's take a quick look and see what they, oh, they might work. So let's just go and, oh, they kind of work. There we go. All right, that'll work. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this on. Like I say, I don't know what I'm doing for my card sketch until I come down in the morning on a Saturday. I really struggle when I've got to go ahead and do stuff ahead of time. There we go. Wow. You know, it looks really, really dark and that sort of stuff, but I think it's pretty. I think, yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. Now, what I could do is on the inside, I could put a layer of cardstock on there, but I went and I fussy cut this one out. And you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead. We're just going to quickly color that. Oops. Now, I don't know. Maybe I should put a color on the inside. Let me just, I'll just go and grab one. Like I say, this is Shaded Spruce in the polished pink. This might be my thank you cards for this month. And I do have a piece of basic white. Okay, so I can put that on there. Yeah, I think this will be my April or my March thank you cards. So let me just go and put that right about there. Whoops, I want that down at the bottom so it looks like I did cut that off. I'm going to put this in here and then I'll cut that one part of the leaf off as well. Whoops. There we go. So I have some spots left for my monthly card club. I am doing, because of everybody's request, I'm doing Greatest Journey instead of what I originally had planned. But if you are wanting to do the Sweet Citrus, I can definitely do that. But I have for my in-person class, I'm doing Greatest Journey. There it goes there. It's hard to see that color, but there's the color there. It looks, I don't know, maybe I need something. It's just a little, it does look prettier in person. Maybe this would have been better if it was the opposite way where that was there. I'm not sure. But anyways, that's my card sketch that goes with this one as well. Now, if you have any questions at all, oh, thank you. Can you color some pearls? I could have actually gone in with these dots. These are retiring, so I kind of want to make sure that I use them up. I have so little left. There you go. That's a little bit darker with the coloring with that. Yeah. Anyways. Okay. So yeah, like I say, Greatest Journey is what I'm doing. I am also, what have I got going on? Yeah, the last couple of days for that, plus my Feathered Friends for my Your Creativity Awaits. Last day is tomorrow. Let's see. I'll see you on Monday at 11 is when I do my free online class where I do either a 3D project or a fancy fold card. I have something that I'm thinking that I want to do, but we'll see how it turns out because I kind of have to do a prototype of it to make sure that the fancy fold will work. Oh, good. Okay. So anyways, you guys have a great weekend. And we will see you at Monday at 1 o'clock. Remember, if you like this, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. That's one of the biggest forms of a compliment. And if you live in Canada and you're not working with a demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Take care. Remember to create because it's great for the soul. Bye for now.